messed that up. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. Action Jackson. She's back. Let's talk about it. Y'all like, share, and invite a friend. Because I'm about to get on it. But first, while people come on, let me sing this little song right quick, y'all. Let me sing this little song. You know your girl always got a song in her heart. Let me sing this song. No, it's just two verses of the song. Lord, deliver me. 'Cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Hurt me. Lord, deliver me. 'Cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Hurt me. I can't go too loud, y'all, because, you know, I'm in a community, so I can't go too loud. But I can blow that song, though. Y'all like, follow, and share. And my topic is, that man don't want me. That man don't want me. That man don't want me. That's my topic today. And my topic is also love is free. Let me tell you something. Love is not hurt. Love is not pain. Love is not distance. Love is not ignoring somebody. Love is not gaslighting. Love is not you have to take care of all the responsibilities. Love is not a financial burden. Love is not a burden from your partner. Love is not you being unwanted. Love is not rejection. That's not love. Love is free. And if you have to give up your self-esteem, if you have to give up your health, if you have to give up your dreams for love, that's not love. So, just like I said, my topic is that man don't want me. And I'm going to tell y'all this story, and this is personal. And I hope my family don't judge me for saying this, but I just like to tell the truth. So, I'm going to tell y'all something about, this is a story of how I got married and why I got married. First of all, anytime you get married for all the wrong reasons, it's not going to work anyway. It ain't gonna work. You gotta get married for love. You gotta get married because that's your soulmate. You gotta get married because that's the man God chose for you. But if God keeps telling you that's not your husband, that ain't your husband, and whoever is on, please say something in the comments. Cause yesterday somebody was on and I didn't know they was on here, and cause I want to speak to everybody. But how I got married is, as you know, I met my husband in sober living. And when you just getting off drugs, you very vulnerable. So you have all these feelings, all these emotions. You know, if somebody say hey to you, you in love with them. And anybody that has suffered from addiction can attest to that. But, hey, Jeanette, this is how I got married. I got married for all the wrong reasons. You know, I thought I had found my husband, but I knew who he was when I married him. I knew the trauma that he suffered when I married him. And I'm not taking nothing away from my husband because he's who he is. That's just who he is. He's not going to change. And when there's people in their old ways, they're not going to change. So I met him. You know, we got together. You know, I asked him to I didn't know he was married till a year after. Let's get that straight. He tricked me because I would never go with nobody that was already married. So a year in, he was like, well, I'm already married. Boom. That was one red flag. He had 4 children. That was 2 red flag. You know, stuff he didn't tell me about the first year when we started dating in St. Augustine, Genesis. And so, you know, I'm the type of person, I'm like a caretaker. You know, I try to make sure everybody's straight. And because he had some issues, you know, my first instinct was be mother bear. See, that's my problem. I try to be a mother to everybody. I try to fix everybody, but I neglect myself. And so, we went on, and he started having these bad mood swings. He would yell at me and just go crazy and irate and scare the shit out of me. That was 2 red flags. But you know what? I needed love so bad. Y'all, I needed love so bad. And I'm saying this because there's a lot of women that go through this stuff. I needed love so bad. I looked over those red flags. And I still went on ahead and went with him. And the guy that was over Genesis, he said, Angela, he said, you're going to nursing school. You're about to be a nurse. He said, don't do it. He said, that person has too many issues. He's going to be, he has 4 different personalities. And, they just began to tell me. And even though I seen these things, I still wanted to protect him. I still wanted to love him. I still wanted to be with him. And, when somebody tell you something about somebody, believe them. And when somebody own mama don't fool with them, believe them. And it's not his fault. I want to say that. It's not his fault. It's the trauma that he has been through. It's not his fault that he's like this. Let's get that straight. And so I went ahead and we moved in the house. We went, and one thing about Florida, they help you so good. I mean, you go buy a house quickly. So we went and told the people, like, look, we want to try to get a house. We want to try to buy a house. So they had a program down there. We went through the program. We got a house within 2 months, y'all. We moved into the house, and instantly, it was like I was taking care of a child. It was like I had a whole responsibility that was, it was like worse than me being a single mother, because he had all these issues. And just like I said, I'm not saying nothing against him. Y'all don't get me wrong. Hey, client success. I'm just saying what I've been through. And I think this could help other women. When you get them warning signs and when you get them red flags, I'm okay. I'm feeling good today, girl. I'm feeling good. When you get them red flags about a man, please listen. Listen to your intuition. Don't be so desperate. I was desperate. Because all I did was pray, God, please send me a husband. God, please send me a husband. But one thing about it, the devil hear your prayer too. The devil hear your prayer too. So let's get that straight. And I went on and married him. Well, we tried to get married. And let me tell you what happened. He sabotaged the divorce like 2 or 3 times. We came here to Augusta, and we was doing a divorce. And get off my life, sir. And we went to the courthouse, and, we was finna get a divorce. His wife had signed the paper and everything. So the judge, they put him in front because he always act like he can't hear. So the judge said, sir, do you want this divorce? He said, no, I don't work. Now, listen, he heard what that judge said. But he said something else to sabotage that divorce because he did not want a divorce from his wife. Let's get that clear. And I want Linda to know that Frederick never wanted a divorce from you. He never wanted to divorce you. And so, and this happened 2 or 3 times. Next time the court date came, he didn't go. And next time the court date came, he said something happened to the other paperwork. So this man kept sabotaging his divorce. So finally, we went to Ohio after I had my surgery 2020 for his birthday. So he went to the courthouse, got the papers, took them to his wife, and told his wife that he wanted a divorce, and him and his wife were talking. And I'm going to tell you something, that when I talked, that lady was so hurt, that lady was so distraught. She said, I thought you was dead. She was crying out to him. She said, I didn't even move out of this house. She said, because I wanted to wait on you to get back to me and your children. Y'all, that thing hurted me so bad. That was a big red flag. I should have walked away then. I should have walked away. And she told me that day, I met her, we talked. She told me that day, she said, you say you saved. She said, if you marry this man, knowing he already married, she said, you will be with many stripes. She said, you know to do and you don't do. She put it in a good way. Y'all know I'm country. But she said, you will be whooped with many stripes. She said, you know he already married. But she said, y'all go ahead and do what you want to do. But that woman was so hurt, so distraught. His kids, when they seen him, they was like, Dad, Dad, Dad. You know, this is a man that had walked away from his family for 10 years. He had walked away from his family. He just wrote them off. Wrote them off. And so, and you know, I'm not innocent in this. Because, you know, I should have looked at all the red flags. I should have looked at all the warning signs and everything of what have been happening through the years. But it's just stuff that's so embarrassing. I don't want to embarrass him, for one, because I'm not that type of person to try to put nobody business out like that and try to drag them down. Because everybody got a right to love who they want to love. Let's get that straight. But those were all red flags. And then we got that court date. This was a real red flag, y'all. We got the court date when I moved to Statesboro. And we went to get married that day. We were supposed to get married on the 6th. But then they said we had to get married on the 7th. Okay. So I had already bought our clothes and everything. He didn't participate in none of this. You know, he was sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? So we went to the courthouse and we got married. And you know, even going to the courthouse, he was doing stupid stuff. And I just went and I pretended to be happy, you know, because I felt like, you know, this man been there for me. I ain't got nobody else. I ain't got no other family. I ain't got no other family. I'm sorry, y'all. I said I ain't got no other family, you know. And then, you know, something had happened with where I had got accused of doing something that I didn't do. And all my family knew and they didn't tell me. And that was another thing that hurt me so bad. So I was like, this is the only person that's going to ever be there for me. And I'm going to go ahead and marry. But I'm going to tell y'all something. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to settle for what don't fit you. And God always say, you know, if it's unequal yoke, don't marry unequal yoke. If you know you going somewhere and you got ideas and you want to grow and that person don't want to grow, that's unequal yoke. That's unequal yoke. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm still going to go down there and you know, make sure everything's straight with him and everything. Because just like I said, I leave in peace. I don't leave with no hard feelings or nothing. And what I would get back, I skipped this part when we was in Genesis. Okay, I was in a nursing program and I was going to be RN, but I only got to like the LPN part before I ran off with him and got in the house, which they tried to get me to stay there and finish my schooling, but I didn't. But they had me as the nurse on the site of Genesis. So they would bring people to me, like when somebody new come in, I would evaluate that person and see was there was a good fit for Genesis or could I keep them under control, because that's what they used me for, because I could keep the mental health patients and people under control, and I fed everybody. I fed everybody. And so, you know, I was an asset to that particular company, to Genesis, which was a place where people with addictions. Okay. So he was my patient. This is the getter. He was my patient, y'all. And I knew of everything about him. And I was like, I should have just kept him as my patient. But I didn't, because I was so vulnerable. I wanted love so bad. I was so desperate. You know, I went with him anyway. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me these lines. You know what I'm saying? He could be a gangster sometime now. You know, he gave me these lines telling me what he'll do for me and all, you know, all type of stuff. But he wasn't the right fit for me. He just wasn't, because of his anger issues and everything. But I still want to hear the marriage. Let me go ahead and get through the story. And so he sabotaged the divorces so many times. Just like I said, about 3 or 4 times. When we went to get married, he was not happy about getting married. And we went to get married. We took pictures. And then the lady was like, well, I'll give y'all divorce, y'all marriage license in 2 weeks. Y'all come back and get your marriage license in 2 weeks. And this was a white kind of redneck woman. I didn't know why she acted the way she acted. And so we went back, and to get our marriage license was in 2 weeks. And the lady was like, well, I can't marry y'all because I can't give you a marriage license because it's showing that he's still married in Ohio. Now, mind you, and guess what? I paid for his divorce. He would not never pay for that divorce. It was only $280. I'm telling the truth about me today, y'all. I'm getting free. I don't care what nobody say. I'm getting free today. Okay? So, I paid for his divorce. He would never pay for that divorce. I paid for the divorce. I paid the $280. I sent it to his wife to get a divorce. So, she said she had filed a paper, but the paper never came to us. The paper never came to us. And to this day, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know whether he divorced or not. I'm putting it all on the table. This is my life. I'm an open book. This is Angela's voice for everybody. Welcome everybody to somebody. I am releasing this shit today. And so, okay. So we kept waiting on divorce papers from Ohio. We never got them. So I was like, let's go to Louisville and get married. On the way to Louisville. Boy, he was bitching and grunting. And so, we went that Friday. They gave us the date, because you got to call and make an appointment. So, Miss Davis gave us a date, which was the 16th, which I didn't know was my 2 nieces' birthday. I didn't know that. But, I'm sorry. But anyway, so we went and we got married. And hey, sweetest world, hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, clients of success, y'all stay with me. Hey, Jeanette, stay with me. So we went and got married, and when it was time for us to kiss and hug, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, he was just like, well, I'm doing it because she want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But, okay. Because he really didn't want to marry me because he already told me, he retired from what's that place called? General Motors. He used to haul the oil barrels for them with all the oils out the cars. That's what he used to do. So he had told me this. He was like, I got a $200,000 insurance policy, and I want my wife and kids to have it. I said, that's okay. I'm not gonna try to take that from them because I ain't that type of person. And I said, go ahead and get it and put it in little name. Because even though I'm your wife, I don't want none of that. You accumulated that when you was with her. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted his wife and kids to have that insurance policy. And I was like, okay. So we did that. Made sure that they know, even though I'm his new wife, his old wife get all that money and her children. So we did that. Okay. And so, just like I say, we went and got married to Miss Davis. And she asked us, she said, has he ever been married? I lied. I might go to jail for this. Or I might be incriminating myself. He didn't say nothing. When she said, you ever been married? Because, see, that's the only way we can get married. If he would have said he never been married. So he said, he didn't say that. I said, no, he ain't never been married. Because I was so into God. I want to get married. I don't want to live in sin. I'm going to tell y'all, so y'all quit making that mistake. If you going to church and, you've been put together with somebody and that man ain't right for you, how that man treats you behind closed doors, don't marry that man just because of God. And that's what I do. I want to be a minister so bad, y'all. I want to be a minister so bad. And the church I was going with, they wouldn't ordain me until me and Frederick got married. So we got married, and she gave us a marriage license. I went and showed my apostle, and probably about 2 or 3 months, he ordained me to be a minister. And that's all I ever wanted, y'all. When he ordained me that night, I was speechless. And y'all know I run my mouth so much, but I was speechless. But then something happened in the church to make me fall away from the church, because that's another thing. Don't believe in man, believe in God, y'all. I'm telling y'all, because man will hurt you every time. And I'm not making this video to say nothing against my husband. Don't y'all, please don't get that misconstrued. because I love that man. I'm not gonna tell no lie. I still love him, but he just don't want me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't make nobody want me. I can't sit in no house with nobody knowing nobody don't want me, and I just can't do that. I'm not gonna continue to take myself through that abuse no more. Okay. And so we got married. Miss Davis gave us the license, and we drove home because, I was kind of sad because, when we went and got married in Waynesboro, I had told my kids, my family, I said, we get married on the 7th. Y'all come to my wedding at the courthouse. Y'all dress up and stuff. Nobody came. That hurted me real bad. Nobody supported me on my wedding. Nobody showed up. But I'm releasing this shit today. Okay? And I don't blame them for not showing up. But, I wanted my kids to be there, but they didn't show up. Okay. That probably was a sign, too. So, who is that? Is that Cece? Hey, my beautiful cousin Sierra, girl, keep on doing what you're doing. Hey, Shalona, honey, how you doing? Look, I love your son. I love your son, Shalona. I love Trey so much. Ooh. Okay, so hey, Sierra. So my kids didn't show. That was another red flag because my daughter, my oldest daughter, flat out told me. She said, I don't condone it. I'm not going. Because she seen some of the stuff I had went through with him, and she was like, "No, I'm not coming. I'm not coming." So, that was another red flag. And when we got married, came back home, it was still turmoil. But one thing I can say about him, when I was sick, that man took care of me. But some men likes when you sick, and that's another thing that I noticed about him. If I'm sick, he'll wait on me hand and foot, wipe my ass, everything. But if I'm up and around and trying to do something for myself, he always gonna sabotage it. He always gonna do something. We go in public. I remember I went to support my friend Tawana Thomas on her play in Atlanta that day. And that man showed out so bad, y'all. He was driving into oncoming traffic in Atlanta, and I had the video. And that's why he did something with my old phone to discard that video, but I had the video. I had showed it to my family members. This man was driving in Atlanta traffic. He came from one medium on the road and went all the way to the other side. I think he was trying to kill us or something, but he was mad because I was talking to a guy at the hotel, but the guy was a part of what was going on. It was a play, and then it was that girl that sang "Gimme You." She was there, and I was supporting my friend Tawana Thomas. And he showed out so bad, y'all. I had to leave. I didn't even get to see her play. And that was like, that really hurted me because I'm trying to build relationships, especially in the church, because I know who I am in God. And he sabotaged all that. If we go to church, y'all, if we go to any church, he will, like the whole time we was going to Cornerstone, he be telling the people like I'm doing something to him or something. Whole time he was going with this white lady upstairs when we stayed in Evans. He was going with this white lady. The lady came to my door crying. Telling me that Horn Freight had been messing around and all this type of stuff. I let that go. And it just been a lot of stuff going on that I've been piling up. I just couldn't take it no more. But the top of this, that man don't want me. And I know he don't want me. And there's a lot of women that's in marriages right now. That man don't want you. And I'm saying this not only to free myself, but to free other people. And, I'm not up here like people like, oh, she's telling her business. Honey, if I tell it all, y'all will really be eating some popcorn. But, I'm just not that type of person. Because one thing about it, I know who he messing with. I done send the text messages. I done heard the phone calls. I done heard the dude voice. I know exactly who he messing with. But I'm not going to bust down one of them out because I'm just that type of person. I'm not going to do that. Okay. And so I'm just telling y'all these scenarios because God gave me all these red flags. Do not marry this man. This is not your husband. And I didn't even feel like it. I think I loved him because He was like a best friend. He was always there for me. He was my protector, provide. No, if I think about it, being a provider, he was making sure he was straight. And I can get into a lot of all of that, but I'm not gonna get into all of that. But I'm talking about this because so many women suffer from domestic violence. And domestic violence is not only somebody beating you up. Domestic violence is mental, physical, financially. And, you know, especially for a person, say, I'm going to say this, for instance. Say, we women, we hugging our husband and stuff. We get a little tingly. We get hot down there. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to have sex with your husband. But he always like, no, I don't want to get you sick and all this type of stuff. Okay. But then as soon as you go to sleep, you wake up, he on top of you sound like a damn wolf. So that, it kind of put me in the mind of a male chauvinist. Like if a man, he don't want you to have pleasure out of anything. And I'm telling y'all, like, when I was doing my TikTok videos, I was laughing and being happy. Oh, that pissed him off so bad. Ooh. He don't like to see me happy now. He don't like to see me happy. So, but that's his own mental health issues. And just like I said, I'm not putting him down. I'm just talking about me and what I went through. And I'm tired of living in that fake ass shit. That shit fake. And there's a lot of people living in fake ass marriages. Coming around people just to show face when that man or that woman don't love you. Just because y'all been together and got a bond, that don't mean you have to stay in that abuse. And that's why I'm making this video. I'm telling on myself today. I'm letting this shit go. I'm setting myself free. That man do not want me. And when a man wants you and when he don't. And I say probably the first 2 years we was together, first 2 or 3 years we was together, he probably cared for me a little bit. But as soon as he did what he did in 2020 in that motel, when I caught him, it was a wrap. He found out who he wanted to be. He found out who he truly was. And that's what he been doing ever since. So I can't stop that. And I ain't holding in against him. But I'm setting myself free. And to all you women that need to set yourself free, get up and set yourself free. There's so many resources out here. Don't think, well, I ain't going to have nowhere to stay. You're going to have somewhere to stay. You're going to have people to support you. But get out of that bullshit. I'm telling you, get out of it. Think about it. God only gave us one life. He only gave us one life, y'all. We got to live that life. I know you used to see him being in and oh my God, bondage. You got to tiptoe. Oh, I can't say this. I can't do this. I can't cook this. Oh, if I want to sleep right here, I can't sleep right here. Oh, I can't sit right here. Or if I go in the bathroom and I want privacy, somebody got to stand up looking at me use the goddamn bathroom. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. And, oh my God, that was a trigger. It's stuff like that. Bondage. I can't, if I get in my car and go somewhere, say I go visit my grandma and I'm gone for an hour, my phone get blowed up, video messages, all type of stuff. And I say, well, I'm at my grandma's house. Still, all this harassment until I come home. Because one thing about a man, when he doing something, he want to make sure your every whereabouts. He want to make sure he know exactly where you at. So he can go do what he want to do. Don't get it twisted saying, oh, he texting me because he love me. No, he texting you because he want to make sure where you at. You ain't in the same location he in. And he wants you to come home so he can go ahead and give you your sleep meds to put you to sleep. And that's a form of abuse too. A lot of times I didn't even want to take my medication. I didn't even need to take my medication. I can go to sleep by myself. But he would make sure that I get that medication in me. Because he knew when I got that medication, even though, because I'm a light sleeper. If you move, I know you move. Okay, when he give me that medication that night, I could see him doing stuff, but I couldn't get up. Because that's how that medicine do you. And he would make sure I had that medicine me every night around 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm like, I ain't ready to go to sleep. That's a form of abuse too. It looks like they taking care of you. But they ain't taking care of you. They doing that to control you. to control you. You know what I'm saying? And then like you get the bill money. And next thing you know, you look in your pocketbook, it's gone. So I gotta go out there and hustle and make everything look good for the house. Make sure the lights is on. Make sure the furniture in the house. Make sure food in the house. I'm tired of it. I'm done. And then he take his money and he go on binges. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. And I'm telling on the devil today. And you know, just like I said, I had a part in it because I stayed there. I knew what he was doing. So I'm not guilty in it. I take full responsibility for staying up, taking that abuse. But y'all, I felt like I ain't had nobody. I couldn't talk to nobody. Every time I go to my family members and talk to them about it, they're like, I don't want to hear that. You lying on that man and all this type of stuff because of how he portrayed to them. So I had nobody. And that right there really hurts me. And I know they like him and I know they're fond of him. But I'm just not what he wants. And I thank God the person that he's dating now, that he going with now, I hope they come out in the open. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't mad with him. Because I already know. I already know. So I'm not mad with nobody. It hurt like hell. When I first found out, I ain't gonna lie, I cried for about 3 damn days. But I'm the type of person, if you want somebody else, I'll move out your damn way. You ain't got to worry about it. I always been like that. I have that person, I'll move out your way. And that's what I have done. And y'all, when I found out who it was, it threw me into like a mental health episode. I had, you know, I went to the doctor. I really went to the doctor for that, to be honest. But when I got there, I was almost in DKA, so they put me in the hospital. And I had that other thing going on, which I said before that he gave me. But y'all, don't risk your life and catching AIDS. You know, with these men cheating and stuff. And then, you know, I thought about, I had made that video like 2 weeks before. I was like, let that man cheat in peace. Because I had found the text messages. So I was trying to be funny. I was like, let that man cheat in peace. But when I really found out, it really hurted me to the core. It really hurted me. So I said that was my karma. Because we women really hurt. And I want you men to know, when you got a good woman and you hurt her, when a woman's fed up, she's fed up. Ain't nothing you can do and then you can say or nothing. Like, when she done, she done. And when she's still fussing, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But when that woman walk out your life and she don't say nothing and she still talk to you, you know, God bless you, and she walk out in peace, baby, she ain't coming back. Ain't nothing you can do. She ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. You can forget that. But I'm just so glad. It took me laying on that hospital bed. And it took me thinking about all the things I had been through for these 8 years. And I wanted to love him. I was trying my best to be a good wife. I wanted us to make it and succeed. And every time, it's just like when I went and purchased that property, I had to spend my own money. He wouldn't put no money with it. And I could say just like a week ago when my uncle went to clean it off, and I was like, come help me pull the bushes, because I know he can't do it. He wouldn't get out that car and pull a damn bush. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. You know, stuff like that. That's going to help us. You know what I'm saying? So, and when he got his tax money, I think it was 2021 or 2020. I don't know, but he got enough money. We went to Dublin to get a trailer to put on that land. Every trailer, something wrong with it. I don't want this. I don't want that. Showed out so bad down there to that trailer place, y'all, in Dublin. I told that lady, I was like, that's all right. It's okay. It's okay. And then ended up stealing most of the money back. Man, you can't, I'm telling you, you can't have that with nobody like that. I don't care how much you try. You cannot have that with nobody like that. You know, he's still going to be my friend. And as I look at it, he was just my roommate for 8 years. A roommate with benefits. And it wasn't that many benefits. But I ain't innocent in it either, because, you know, I used to sit there and just try to deal with it, and then I became so angry and mean and depressed. I wasn't Angela, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't me. You know, I wasn't living my good, prosperous life, good, uh, great personality. I was just, it felt like, you know how you lay down in a casket or lay down somewhere and somebody smother you and you can't breathe? That's how I've been feeling for the last 2 years. And I could no longer kill myself like that. I could no longer live like that. I don't want to live like that anymore. You know, I'm setting myself free today. And every day I may talk about it. And I may talk about it because I need you guys' support. I need you to say, Angie, we love you. We with you. You know what I'm saying? I need that kind of love. I need that kind of support right now. So I'm asking you guys for that. You know, don't judge me. Just try to have empathy and see. Just try to have empathy and just look at the situation. And just support me in my decision. You know, don't talk against me. Don't go around telling people, oh, she crazy and this and that. No, I ain't crazy. But one thing about it, anybody can tell you this. When you do something to me, you hurt me, you ain't got to worry about me no more. I promise you. You ain't got to worry about it. It's so many men I don't went with. They run around acting like I still want them and all this type of stuff. Like they got to hide from me. I ain't standing them limp dick motherfuckers. I ain't standing their ass. I'm telling you. When I'm done with I might still care for people and care how, you know, about their health and their well-being and stuff like that. But I don't want them motherfuckers. They can stop playing like that. I'm telling y'all. When I'm done with a person, I'm done with them. When you hurt me, because I'm a loyal person, and I know I wouldn't, if you do something to me that I know I would not do to you, that's why a lot of my family members, I love them. Hey, how y'all doing? I love you. You know, I go visit. Hey, how y'all doing? But I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot what you did now. I ain't forgot. You tried to assassinate my character. Everything I had built up from the time when I had stopped using drugs, I had built up my respect back, my honor back. And that one lie tore it back down. I ain't forgot that. I ain't forgot it. So I just love and love from a distance. And I hope they respect that. Respect my boundaries, and I respect theirs. It's a lot of times I go around my family, they don't even want me around them. They don't even want me to stay in house with them. They don't even want me to speak. And I felt that energy. And y'all know how that made me feel? I felt that. And sometimes God, just like a diamond, God will press you. He'll push you. He'll put you through stuff. He'll tear up everything in your life. And he'll press you down with trials and tribulations until he birthed the diamond that's within you. And that's what I think that he's doing for me right now. And God, I'm grateful. God, I thank you. Let your will be done. Let your will be done. But damn it, I want to live and be happy for the rest of my life. Don't nobody come in my face. Not no man, nobody. Don't come in my face because I don't want you. I'm telling you now, I do not want you. I want me. This beautiful black woman that you see before you, I want me. Since I was a 14-year-old girl, I was abused. I was told to do this, go in the room and have sex with this guy. You know, go do this or you going to hell. You know, all type of stuff I've been through in my life. I want me. So I hope my family and everybody respect that. I hope Frederick respect that. I want me. I don't want to keep going through that bullshit. Live your life and be free. Be the man that you are. You know you don't want no damn woman. And it's my fault because I knew it when I met him. But I still love him. I still protect him. I still love him. I can't lie. But I don't want him no more. I don't want that abuse no more. I can't. I can't. So y'all send up some stars. Oh, I ain't got my stars. Do I got my stars on him? Yeah. Send up some stars. Send a donation. Angela's Voice 45. I'm gonna put my cash app in the comments. If y'all want to give me a donation, I would greatly appreciate it. Sow a seed into my life because I'm truly in transition. But through it all, I know God got me. And just like I said, I'm not trying to put him down or belittle him. I leave in peace. From my family, from my children, everybody. I leave in peace. I try to love. I try to show everybody I'm here. I'm not an addict no more. I'm here. I tried to show them that. But because I didn't dress up every day, because I didn't put 20-inch weed in my head, because I didn't dress up every day, that's not me. I'm an earthly person. That's not me. I'll get my hair done and stuff, but I am an earthly person. I don't have to put on clothes every day. I'm comfortable with me. And, some people, they relate money to love. Okay? If you can't get them money, then you don't love them. If you don't look a certain way, then you ain't nothing. If you ain't staying in a certain type of house, you ain't nothing. If you ain't driving a certain kind of car, you ain't nothing. And, that's crazy. That is so crazy for people to judge people like that. Because everybody is not materialistic. Everybody is not going to try to go out and show nobody, oh, I got this, I got that. I'm not that person. Never have been. So, and then it really hurt me because a lot of my family members talk about me around my children. So that shit embedded in their head. You know what I'm saying? So then if I come and they say something, I stand up for myself, oh yeah, she crazy. It's so hurtful. So hurtful. But it is what it is. And I'm not blaming nobody for my life. I'm not playing no blame game. I take full responsibility for everything that happened to me. And I'm going to take responsibility for my life. I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my life back. I'm finna live. You better believe that. I'm finna live. And I'm just going to be honest. I ain't never wanted no man no way. I ain't never in my life wanted no man. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Share this video. Send me up some stars. And I'm going to put my cash up in the comment. Please give me a donation because I'm in transition and I'm really in need at this point. And I'm not begging nobody for nothing. Just like I said, if you feel like you want to give me a donation or a seed, thank you. I love you. God bless y'all.